Hello, everyone. This is Charles Harper, and this is the Sunday edition of the PLR Show. And we want to just kind of talk a little bit about um, where we are with the process of starting to promote the workshop. And just before you get started, now I am obviously my own sponsor. So make sure that if you don't have a way to promote or rebrand your PLR, I've done 5 courses on the subject, and you can get more of that at theplrshow.com. Make sure you go through the process and get the free download. You'll be then added to our teachable course, and then you'll be able to walk through those 5 courses and you'll learn more about how to work with your PLR. In particular, the most difficult part, which is to work with video PLR. Now, yesterday we did our workshop for Central PA. And you've probably seen that at our YouTube channel. We did a session on basically monetizing your customer base. And for you as a PLR user, if you have our course on Teachable, basically what I did was I pre-sold the Teachable course. And this is what I am going to be doing for those of you who have our video PLR. I'm going to be doing my workshops, and I'm going to be making those workshops available to you in order to use in your business. Now, obviously, I don't want you to go sell them. I want you to use them in order to in order to promote your PLR. Now, if you are an ultimate insider, naturally, I will give you the PowerPoint, the transcript, and the video course. And but I will give everyone access to the actual workshops. You can go to our YouTube channel and you can watch them. I guess what I'll do is I'll start putting them in separate playlists. So I'm going to put the Central PA Q&A in a separate playlist. I'm going to put the Central PA workshop in a separate playlist. So you'll be able to see both of those. The Central PA workshop I'm going to be doing on Tuesdays, and the Q&A I'm going to be doing on Saturdays. Last night I did the Q&A, and that was where I pre-sold Teachable. And interestingly, I have been looking for venues to promote this local workshop. And as is the case with everything, opportunities arrive within your specific niche. So my specific niche is Central PA. And your specific niche is going to present you with specific opportunities. And so you have to look for those specific opportunities. For example, I posted something in Nextdoor, and it was my introductory post, kind of here I am, this is who I am. And I kind of got this idea from Becky Aurer. And Becky Aurer is actually going to be speaking at our at our audience builder masterclass. But in any case, Becky said, "Well, why don't you look at Nextdoor? I've been seeing people with success in Nextdoor." And so I don't really do a lot there. I just kind of posted my personal profile there, and I said, introduce myself, and I say, hey, I do a local workshop. Someone asked me a question, what do you do? How does that work? And I said, well, I train people in a local meetup. And just today, someone said, well, hey, you know what? I'm interested in more training. And I think that that's maybe the way some of these opportunities work. I'm not going there necessarily looking to just blast my link all over the place. I don't think that that's the spirit of Nextdoor. I've made sure to be helpful, and I'm generally helpful to be helpful there in Nextdoor. But the opportunity came because someone asked the question, right? Based on they saw my profile. So I will give them the information on where the meetup is. And that's the way I think that this is going to kind of work when you begin to do a regular workshop in your niche. Someone asks you what it is you do, and you're going to say, you train blank on blank. If you talk to coaches let's say, I always use the example of stamp collecting. You train owners of stamp collecting companies how to broaden their influence, right? That's what you do. And so when someone meets you, that's what you say you do. And someone's going to ask you at some point, whether they ask you in social media, whether they ask you directly, well, how does that work? What is it that you do? And you say, oh, well, I do a workshop every Thursday for stamp collectors. That's all you really have to say. You could go ahead and start posting your link on your stamp collecting workshop. But generally, if you just say, well, hey, I This is what I do. I do a training every Thursday for stamp collectors. Someone's going to ask you, and then you then get to post your link, as opposed to you going and just kind of blasting your link out there. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think that you kind of want to be asked. You want to be invited into these venues. Of course, you'll be posting to your social media, your Twitter, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, all your videos and all that stuff. And I don't even know how the organic reach is on all those things. But regardless, you will get niche specific opportunities for your for your workshop, and a workshop is less imposing than you posting the sales pages of all of your products. Because remember, now if you're a PLR user, you have multiple products, you have multiple you have multiple titles. And so I don't even know if it's always going to be appropriate for you to, let's say you have our Etsy PLR. Unless someone asks you about a specific answer, you're not just going to kind of post that link saying this is what you have. All right, you're going to kind of wait for an opportunity for you to say, here's how you can do it, and I've done some training on that, or I have a course on that subject. So that's really all I wanted to talk about today was, looking for those niche specific opportunities. Again, not just to promote your offer, not even to promote your opt-in page, promote your workshop. When you have remember the chain of events, and I want to continue to focus in on this, because if you understand the big picture, you sort of understand why you want to promote your workshop. You promote the workshop in order to invite people, number one, to your list, so that you get people in the habit of hearing from you on a daily basis in your email newsletter, where you are going to make an offer every day. You are also going to make an offer every week in your workshop of a specific product. Whatever you train on, you train your customers how to be a better customer. And then what you're going to do is you are then going to ask them, number one, to become part of your list, number two, to go to a call to action. And you don't have to have a lot of people leave your workshop and go make the purchase. You just want to be in the habit of making that offer every single week. When you begin to get people into your front end product, you are then going to upsell them into your continuity offer. And that is going to be where you are going to offer them access to all of your products in a month for a monthly payment to your video learning center. That is the business model. And so it all starts by attracting the right kind of person. And the way you attract the right kind of person is you train and you teach and you put yourself out there and you begin to allow people to hear your voice and your concern. Because remember, when you're truly building a video learning center the right way, you aren't just putting PLR video courses or PLR courses in there. You are adding on your personality. You are adding on what it is you think is important. And that actual portion is your USP. So because anybody can buy our PLR and put it into a, let's say, a membership, right? Anybody can do that, and everybody can do that, and I encourage everybody to do that. But what not everybody can do is bring the level of care and concern about specific issues to your niche that you can bring, and that is where you create a learning center that's not like mine. That is where you create a learning center that's not like anybody else's. You have to bring something to the table. And that's what you have that I do not have. That's what you have that other people do not have. And if you understand that business model, you will then understand why the workshop is so important. It's important for me to hear your voice. It's important for me to kind of hear your emphases and your heart before I decide I'm going to commit to you on a monthly basis. And that really should be your goal, not just to make that first time sale, but you want to make the sale and to start building relationships. And I'll get into this in a different session, but really and truly, if you want to be a better online business person, you need to offer a monthly subscription to people, because you will start to think differently, as opposed to, I just want to get a sale by any means necessary, because that's not what you want. What you want is to be able to have customers that that you can serve. Very easy to be in that mentality if they're paying you monthly. You will think differently. And that is really where you want to go. So we will continue to talk about, building this workshop, training on an everyday, on a weekly basis. You can follow what we're doing. And on Tuesday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do product snowball formula. And I'm going to get a course ready. So, with that, thank you for hanging out with me here. Once again, if you don't have our free PLR Academy, go to the plrshow.com, click on free download, and get access to our free PLR Academy. And with that, thanks. Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.